it's me, Gemma, and I am at Crumbs and Doilies HQ, as you can see. And you guys always suggest really cool things for me to make, and one of the most popular ones is the Oreo cupcake. So I'm going to show you my recipe for Oreo cupcakes, and we're going to do it right now. The first thing we're going to need to do is sift all our dry ingredients together. So I've got 85 grams of self-raising flour in here, which I'm going to pop in the bowl. And then we've got 25 grams of Horlicks, which is like a malt powder. And 15 grams of cocoa powder, and I've also got 1/4 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda and a pinch of salt in there. That goes in too. And then 125 grams of caster sugar. So just shuffle that all together through your sieve. Come on. The next thing we need to add is some soft unsalted butter, and because we're in Crumbs and Doilies, I'm going to use Lescure, which is what we use in all of our cakes. It's French, and French butter tends to have a lower water content, which makes it brilliant for baking. But you can just use any regular unsalted butter if you want, and so I'll just pop that in with the dry stuff. So this butter is really nice and soft. You want it to be nice and soft for baking. It's really spreadable, so just plop that in. Right, so pop it on your mixer, like that. And I'm going to use 2 free-range large eggs in here. And then just pop it down and start mixing on a low speed. And once it starts to come together, you want to turn it up to a medium speed and mix it for about 60 seconds. That's had 60 seconds, and I've got 1.5 tablespoons of whole milk, and I'm going to pour that in while it's still going round. And then I've got a little dash of vanilla extract, just like 1/4 teaspoon's plenty. And then speed that up again and mix for another 30 seconds. Okay, so my mixture is ready, and my paper cases are in my tin, ready. But there's one more thing which is going to turn this bad boy up to 11, and that is the addition of these. So I'm going to put a whole Oreo cookie, that's right, a whole Oreo cookie in the bottom of each cupcake. Oreo's in position, now it's time to scoop. So I've got my spoons and I'm gonna scoop. So you need about this much mixture, and each one comes up about 3/4 of the way up, or 2/3. Blob. You don't need to spread it out or anything, that will just happen naturally in the oven. So once that's all in, bake them at 170 degrees C for 22 minutes, and then they'll be ready. Right, so while those are in the oven, I am going to make some delicious vanilla buttercream, which we're going to then jazz up with Oreo cookies. So to start with, I've got 200 grams of soft unsalted butter again. So just pop that in your mixer. Plop. So before adding anything else, you need to whip that up for a good 4 or 5 minutes to make it really nice and pale and fluffy. So when it's had 5 minutes, you need to then add some icing sugar, and it's 450 grams of sifted icing sugar, which you add 1/2 at a time, mixing really, really well for about a minute or two in between each one. Start slowly. So it's now had a few minutes on the go, and I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of milk, whole milk. So just on a slow speed, just trickle it all in. And once it's had a little time in there, just give it a bit of vanilla extract as well. About 1/4 teaspoon. Right, so there you have it. That is perfect, delicious vanilla buttercream, but it's not going to stop there. Oh no, because we need to add Oreos to it, and I've got about 1/2 packet of Oreo cookie crumbs here, which I've just basically whizzed up in a food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you could bash them in a bag with a rolling pin if you're that way inclined, but I use the food processor because I'm lazy. And then just fold those in on a low speed. Right, so my buttercream is ready, and I'm going to load a piping bag up with this stuff. But you can just spread it on if you want, whatever floats your boat. Give your bag a little twist so it doesn't all come out at the end, and then start squirting. And you could leave it there, but why would you when you've come so far already? You could go further by putting another Oreo cookie on each one, so that's like double, maybe even triple Oreo action, so boink. And there it is, the mighty Oreo cupcake. You guys asked for it and you got it. I hope you're pleased with yourselves. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos by me, then do subscribe to my channel, the link's just there. And if you want to suggest a recipe, then go to my website, cupcakejemma.com, or pop it in the comments box below. And I'll be back next week with another brilliant video for you guys. See you then.